Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got lead judges with me. We've just drawn 1-1 to Fulham here at Craven Cottage. Fulham, it's becoming an issue dropping points at Fulham.
Not learning from our mistakes, you know what I mean? Getting goals down, not defending properly. And then at the end of it, I'll give them credit. They're a very, very good defensive and well-organised team. Hard to break down, but...
Robbie said in the stands that it's not a bad result. It's a draw, but it's not a bad result. It's not like it's completely done, or is it?
No, it's not a bad result. Because it's a difficult place to come and get a result. But in the context of the season, it's not. We've put in too many of these poor performances. That first half reminded me of Newcastle. It was shocking, you know what I mean? And you ain't got the excuse that Odegaard's not there. He looks a little bit off the pace at the moment. Give him a breather. Play Wanyeri on Wednesday and give him a breather. It was always going to happen. You're going to have a little bit of a low after a few games, but that first half performance. If I be really honest, and you know that you can't really afford to slip up in games. You've got to win a game. That first half performance wasn't good enough, and at the end of it, we didn't do enough to win the game, and that is a fact. We didn't do enough. Even the second half didn't really do enough.
We dominated a lot of the ball, but you're right. In that second half we did. But again, it seems like the same old story. We've got possession, but we're not really killing off teams. What is that? Is it attackers? Is it a mindset? What is it?
Listen, you can have as much as the ball as you want. They allowed you to do that. It's no good saying, oh, well, we've dominated a game of football. That's their tactic. They allow you to do that, suck you in, and then maybe get you saying on the break and say, right, come and break us down. And, we're having to rely on a set piece again to do it. But come on, you know what I mean? Thomas Partey 3 yards out. Done it
against United,
done it at United, and then goes and does it. You cannot, when you're going for titles and the margin is so fine.
Yeah.
You've got to take those chances, and it's poor from him.
Twice. Didn't even hit the target.
Twice. He's very good with his feet, but obviously not with his head. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. I don't play him centre half. He can play right back midfield, but don't play him centre. I can't head the bloody ball.
Is it too easy to say we're missing Gabriel Magalhaes or not? Because you're right, there's small margins. They had one chance in that first half and they put it away. What a goal from Raul Jimenez, but he ran off the back of Kivior.
Well, it's a 10-yard, 15-yard straight ball. And if a professional football, if you cannot defend that, there's something wrong. It's not the first time it's happened. Listen, maybe Raya could have done better. I don't know. I have to have a look back at it. But he's run through from behind, got him behind, and it's a when. They never let us do that once.
Yeah,
they never let us do that once.
We tried to go over the top, and every time it never worked.
Because they defended better than us, and that's what we've got to do. Look, hindsight's a wonderful thing and everything like that. But when you're changing you're losing a left back and you're putting the right back over a left back. You're bringing a midfield player in to play right back. You're playing taking a midfield player out to do that, and you've got two left backs on the bench. In hindsight, maybe could he have done that and just said, look, don't change it around as much. I'm always one of these people, if you don't need to change the back four, don't do it. And there we are, swapping it all around, all over the place. Maybe in the first 10, 15 minutes, maybe because they've not played together, maybe that's what's happened. But, listen, that's nothing against Jorginho. I thought he was neat and tidy in the midfield. I thought he played well.
Partey right back, you always say you have a problem with that. But today, was it still frustrating to see him there? Or did he do all right?
He done all right there, but was it necessary to put him there? That's the thing. I ain't got a problem with Thomas Partey playing right back when we got no one left like he did against Liverpool. But there's an option today. There's a choice. You can either play a left back at left back, and then that doesn't stop the right side because Timber and Saka and Odegaard have been doing wonders on the right hand side. But what you've done today is by putting Thomas Partey in there. Thomas Partey, as good as he is, isn't one of these players that's going to make 30, 40, 50-yard overlapping runs like Timber does. So you take that out of it as well. Listen, it's his choice, and at the end of it, people will have a look at that. But hindsight's a wonderful thing. Yeah. I have to say, I think the players let him down a little bit today. I don't think that we was right up for it.
Seems like the same story. I get frustrated coming out of this ground, and you're in this. It's always the same way. We feel like we're just in a bad mood because of the performance we see here at Craven Cottage.
Yeah, but bad performances. It's like watching Arsenal. It's like I don't know. The balance of the team's not right. Let's be honest. It's all down the right-hand side. The left-hand side's non-existent.
Facts.
Right? So basically you're turning around and saying to them, right, OK, we block off the right hand side, which they did. You know what I mean? Robinson, by the way, had a very, very good game on Saturday. Kept Saka locked light. I don't know, you know, poor defender, somebody said, you know what I mean? So I don't know if that's true. But anyway, like, you know, he done a very, very good job. But he locked it off. So what you have to do is go down the right hand side. Trossard, you know, there's one time he could have just put it across and he's had a shot.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sheer utter greed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Put the team before yourself, will ya? You know what I mean? Like, you know, and 2 or 3 minutes later he's off, you know. Martinelli come on, looked a little bit dangerous, but he shouldn't be offside for the, you know, we're all celebrating it. You think it's a goal. You don't think it was Martinelli that you know, you knew that. What's going on here? Saka's come from deep.
Yeah.
But so Martinelli, little bit of concentration and all that. Like, but up front, I thought again today, poor.
And Havertz, Jesus.
No. Listen, Havertz today, poor. Again, that's 2 games now.
Wow.
He hasn't really got involved in the game. He hasn't. Like, look at Jimenez today up front. He's
One chance, one goal.
One chance, one goal, and then he's causing problems. He's leaning into people and everything like that. We had no base today to get that done. No base whatsoever, like, you know. And I think at the end of the day, didn't really look done. That first half, we could have. I don't know. We could have been out there another 4 hours. We wouldn't have scored. We never looked like scoring. Walking pace football at times, you know, that first half, you know, I'm very critical of that first half, you know,
Yeah,
like they really didn't have to do too much. They got the goal and then thought, right, okay, what you got? Well, not a lot. Second half a little bit better, but you cannot, when you're going for the league and you can't afford to drop points or whatever, you cannot have wasteful first halves.
Yeah.
You've got to be on it from minute 1 to minute 90, you know, and they wasn't. And at the end of it,
Can I end by asking you, where are you at right now then as a fan? Is because a lot of us would say we need to win every game in December to really stay in. That was my goal before the game. We haven't now. We've now drawn. Are you saying it's kind of impossible? Liverpool didn't even play this weekend. They're kind of in a good seat. City's dropped points. We've now dropped points.
You've got to put pressure on Liverpool. You know, at the end of it, if no team's putting pressure on them, like last season, when we was part of the season before, City were breathing down our necks, winning.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's a thing about that. Like today, you had an opportunity to go 4 points with them. They haven't played. That doesn't matter that they haven't played. It's 4 points.
Pressure,
you turn around and you turn the screw. You put the pressure on. You press. You know that advantage. I didn't see that in the first half, Cecil. I didn't see that first half. If you say to me, oh, can Arsenal win the league? They can, but they're not going to if they continue to have halves like that. Poor first half against Man United because Man United didn't come out and we played walking football and then we got the goal. But if you go a goal down and you're struggling, like, you know, when you're in it, you've got to play better than that. What I've seen today, it's not the first time I've seen a poor half of football like that. I see it at Newcastle and I see 2 halves of it, you know, and there was an opportunity. I honestly thought today, right, come on, we should be right up for this game today, really go for it and all that. Like, and don't get me wrong, it's never going to be an easy game. No one's predicting 3 or 4s today.
No.
This is always going to be a tough place to come and play, but you come here and you show that you are wanting it. You show everybody around the country that you are going to fight. Yeah. I didn't see that today, Cecil. Particularly in the first half, I didn't see it, and I unfortunately we didn't do enough to win this game.